Hey everyone, so here's a little video here going over this guitar that I've been very fortunate to have a lend of from a good friend, who, as you can probably tell, is a big Def Leppard fan as well. This is a Gibson Les Paul XR-1. Now the XR-1 was one of Steve's main Les Pauls back in the Pyromania era, and you can certainly see this style of guitar in many of the Pyromania videos. I think in probably all of them, apart from Too Late for Love. Although that wasn't a proper video. Anyway, but yeah, certainly live shows he'd be playing this a lot, and also you could see it in many of the kind of promotional photographs as well. So the XR-1, it's a pretty interesting guitar. There's not a lot of information about it, and there's a few kind of forum posts and threads out there where people share their information, but apparently not a long time in production, maybe just from like 1980 to 83. And they say it was a precursor to like the studio model. And what's quite funny is, the first thing I noticed about this is this very, very weighty guitar. And of course the studio these days is, it's got weight relief in it. So it's funny that this was the precursor. But from what I could read, I mean, I use one of those serial number decoder websites. Apparently this is from May 1982. You can see it's like very well worn in and played on the neck. It's quite a chunky neck on it. Not sure in relation to like a 50s model, but certainly thicker than like a standard 60s. Might even be as chunky as like a 50s or even a junior. It's got the dirty finger style pickups. Now what I read was that apparently the earlier models had, well, they didn't have dirty fingers written on the pickups, but later models did. So I'm not sure how true that is, but this doesn't have the dirty finger name on them, but they are dirty fingers, and they sound pretty beefy. And of course the main thing about this, which is quite cool, it's got the little coil tap switch in there. And I think this must have really been a kind of pivotal thing for Steve, because he ended up putting the coil tap feature on his Les Paul Customs that you'd see him with on the Hysteria tour. And the coil tap, it basically changes the humbucker sound into like a single coil sound. And from just having a wee play of this and doing a couple of the covers already, I actually find it a really, really handy feature for, you know, just to save you switching between pickups, like, you know, going into a more lighter rhythm sound, you know, sticking the coil tap on, or if you're doing any of those cool Steve voicings and harmony chords, it just sounds a little bit better when you're on the kind of coil tap sound rather than the full beefy humbucker. But then when you go into the solos, you're cranking that humbucker up all the way. Yeah, really cool to play, really fun to play. It's cool to be able to bend a note without all the other strings going out of tune that I have with you know, the lock-in trem systems. Yeah, really nice. Don't know if I got everything there, but it's stock kind of Gibson tuners and machine heads. Apparently mahogany body with a maple top, and it's kind of carved at the top. Don't know how well you can see. But yeah, really weighty. Certainly doing the covers, you know, if I'm letting go of it, it's gonna be rocking off. So I have to keep a good hold of it. But yeah, it's been really fun to play and to have a go with. I'll do a couple little kind of tone demos as well, just playing some riffs. But yeah, just want to share that with you. It's really cool guitar, and it's been a lot of fun to play. And apparently it came in a couple of colors. There was this burst, which is the one Steve had, and there was like a gold burst as well, apparently a black one. But yeah, cool. Don't see many of these every day, and you certainly don't get to play them, so very lucky with that. Anyway, on to the demos. Let's check them out. Okay, so thanks for watching. I might be doing a few more covers with this before I have to give it back. But yeah, if there's any questions, I'll try to answer. But I'll also link a few of the forum posts I found as well, where you can get some more information about this too. Okay, cheers.